TV.
Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Aaron George.
And I'm Sandra Turgot. Hi, everyone. Hi, Aaron.
Excellent. How you doing, Sandra?
I'm good, thanks. I'm a little bit tired, but I guess we can make this. We can do this.
Excellent. It's another beautiful Friday out here in Brampton, nice and sunny. Weather's been pretty good the last little while. Awesome.
I haven't been outside all day, so I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah, it's really nice out there. Okay, so here we are, another Friday. We want to thank everyone for joining us, and all the regulars and that look forward to our program, and for all the new viewers. This is Byond Talk, Walking with Purpose. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, Byond Talk is a social mentoring forum. It's a place to engage community in thought-provoking conversation about real-life issues, triumphs, pain, grief, growth, and success. The space is designed to inspire you to foster transformation and healing. We believe in life that teachers and learners are interchangeable, and our mission is to inspire you to go after your healing so you can transform. Because one of the greatest tragedies in life is to live an inauthentic life and to live the version of you that is expected of everyone else. So today we are going to, we're looking at love and loss and finding the why through healing.
Finding the why through healing, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that that's something that we all should do? We're
Absolutely.
all capable of doing,
Yes.
but let's be clear. Healing takes work. Healing
Absolutely.
takes commitment.
Yes.
Healing takes honesty and truth.
Mm-hmm.
Healing takes nakedness, like we've been talking about. You've got to strip it down. You've got to strip it down to the naked bones. And healing takes all of that. So tonight we're going to be continuing on our discussion about love and loss and the healing journey. We're going to be talking to Dr. Tabo. She's going to join us. Hi, where's Dr. Tabo? Hey, look at her. She's coming on.
Hi,
Hey.
everyone.
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
We're great.
I miss you guys.
I know. We miss you too.
I know it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and we love talking to you. You know that, right? You kind of just disappeared on us. What's up with that, girl?
I wasn't feeling well, Sandra. I know I was supposed to be here last week, right? Last week Friday. I had
Week before.
Yes, I had a toothache. It was so bad, but I'm feeling good now.
Great.
You're feeling good. You look good. Those glasses, man, they're statement. Come on, girl.
Thank you.
You're rocking those glasses. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love it. So tonight we're going to have you speak a lot more than you usually do, because it's really, we want you to share tonight. We want you to engage the audience. It's going to be your show tonight. But before we get into your show, I want to ask both you and Aaron a question just to kick it off. And
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are taking a minute to kind of share it. So I invite your friends to join us live. Are you doing that? Are you, Tabo, are you on, are you back on? No?
Not yet.
Tabo. Okay. All right, Aaron, let's share. so we can invite people to join the conversation.
Perfect.
But can you multitask?
I'll try.
Yeah, that's been my life, Aaron.
It's not very efficient multitask, but
Please try. Somebody's saying hi. Hello there. Hi, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. We can't do this without you. And help me welcome Dr. Tabo. And Dr. Tabo, you can put your info in the contacts. Or I'll put it.
Okay.
I'll put it in for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So Aaron, are you ready for the question? Aaron, are you ready for the question? Hi, Vern.
go for it.
Are you ready? Okay. So Aaron, there's a common saying.
Go ahead.
And the saying is, you can't make someone happy. Is this true? Can you can't make someone happy? Or could you make someone happy? There's a lot of talk around, she doesn't make me happy, he doesn't make me happy. I need to be happy. I need happiness. I can't stay in this relationship, or I can't stay in this family. I need to leave. They're not making me happy. So can you speak to that? I think his internet is chipping.
Yeah, my internet is shipping out. You got my earpiece.
Oh, you're back.
But you got my question, did you?
Sorry, just a little bit of it. In the bag.
The saying is, you can't make someone happy. Is this true? Can you speak to that?
Yes, absolutely. You cannot make someone happy. I think.
Hi, Simpson from Ghana. Somebody just chimed in from Ghana. My favorite place on the planet. Hi, Simpson. Hi. Thanks for joining me from Ghana. It's beautiful. All right, go, Aaron. Sorry.
No, I think ultimately we are responsible for our own happiness. We cannot depend on others, to make us happy. Nobody can make you happy. I think it's up to you. And I think once you have gone through the process and really discovered who you are and heal yourself from the traumas and the wounds that you're carrying around with you, and just remove what I'm going to call a sense of sensitivity, where you take everything personally and everything to heart, and it's like at the end of the world. Until you do that work and just get grounded in who you are and know that you are responsible, things are going to happen. There will be stimulus. There'll be, people are going to say things that may not resonate with you, but ultimately you have a choice in how to respond to that. And I think it's almost madness to always be in a state where you always feel hurt and hampered based on what people say, right? That's not a very good way to live and to go about our everyday experience. You want to come from a place of power, a place of grounded in who you are, and know that you always have a choice in how to respond.
That's good. That's a great answer. So happiness has to come from you.
Right.
You're the only person that can make you happy.
That's true.
That's a very big statement, and that's a statement that's hard to understand. That's why we have the happiness struggle. He doesn't make me happy. She doesn't make me happy. Nobody makes me happy. I'm not happy. I need to be happy. I don't understand. So it seems like in our world, not only in our community, but in our world at large, whether you're Black or white, Chinese, Asian, whatever, struggle with this need for somebody to give you something to make you feel good.
Right. It's a human condition.
Yeah. So I consider that to be one of the greatest loss. It's really when you can't find that joy, that happiness inside of yourself. And I'm gonna quote Tupac Shakur. Yeah, I'm gonna quote the bad boy. He said, Tupac said, "Death is not the greatest loss, but it's what dies inside while we're still alive. Wow. That's the greatest loss. It's not the physical death.
Right.
But it's what dies inside while we're still alive. It's not powerful because there's a lot of living zombies, right?
Right.
There's a lot of living zombies walking around with so much hurt and pain, and inside everything inside them is dead, and that's why they say he doesn't make me happy, she doesn't make me happy. So I just wanted for us to kind of touch on that a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to Tabo, who can tie in this next question, Tabo, that I'm gonna ask you. It says, and I want to see if you can tie it into this whole happiness piece, and because I know you can. You're a smart woman. I know you can do this.
Sandra, you're putting so much pressure on me.
So hello Arlette, hello Suzette. Hi guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna come over and say something in the chat right now. But Tabo, do you believe this? Do you believe the statement? Some people won't apologize because they don't know how to. So, in other words, some people will not say sorry. They will not say I'm sorry. They will not say forgive me. I did wrong, because they don't know how to. Do you actually believe that? Or hold that in your brain. What's so difficult about apologizing or saying I'm sorry or saying forgive me, I did wrong? There's something extremely difficult about that. Why people are saying they don't know how to do that. Can you speak to that?
Right. I think all of us can, if we allow ourselves to. And then the people who say that they cannot apologize is because they're emasculated in ego. They're emasculated in the self, and that hinders them from tapping into that authentic, loving voice within them. That selfless voice, that selfless spirit, that selfless energy within them, that will allow them to show up and be able to, and be humble enough to apologize in the event that they've done anybody wrong. You know, so I think it boils down to ego. It boils down to also pain, and the traumas that we've experienced in the past as well. Some of it come from also families where we were conditioned, and we're conditioned to be always the right one, to be the one who has the last say, right? So it's also a yearning for power in the dynamic of relationships as well. So a lot of people who are trying to gain that powerful status, even in friendships, even in romantic relationships, will always struggle to own up to their mistakes and bring themselves to a place where they can say, you know, I made a mistake there, I did you wrong, and I'm sorry. So in order for us to get to that whole place where we are able to speak to, where we're able to apologize, we have to heal ourselves. We have to commit to that journey, like you were saying, Sandra, earlier on. But it takes work and it takes time. And you cannot heal what you're not confronting. You cannot heal what you're not honest about, right? So the first step is to stand in your truth and to be honest with yourself and recognize that you need healing. Not until you get to the place where you're owning up to that truth, to the truth that you're in pain, to the truth that you need help, you will not be able to get there. It becomes challenging for you to get there.
Wow, that is so powerful. I hope our listeners actually heard that.
Yeah, that was very powerful.
Those were some very powerful words. But a lot of relationships break down, and there's a lot of loss, and a lot of people are actually in marriages or in relationships where they've lost. They're just there, stagnated. They're just broken and hurting. Basically, they're just dead. Like Tupac said, like everything inside has died now, and they can't find a way out. Maybe the way because of financial situation or whatever, our children and all that. And you're saying. And sometimes those wounds could be healed by a simple word. That's why I asked the question, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I am sorry that I'm causing you this much pain. I am sorry. But some people say, I can't say it. I can't say I'm sorry. So that's the ego. That's the big nasty ego saying, I'm not going to apologize.
Right. They don't see anything wrong.
Yeah.
They don't see anything wrong with their how they're interacting or responding in a situation. And it could be they're cloaked with fear also, right?
Yes,
from their own insecurities and undealt with issues, right? Because like you say, it's work, but I think the fear keeps us from being honest and wanting to make that change.
Right.
And I think it also stems from the need to be right. The need to always be right.
Right. And like you said earlier, just to have that power, right?
Yes.
That power over the other person. Feel powerful.
Wow.
Even though it's a false sense of power, in reality, that's a false sense of power, because true authentic power will allow you to own up to your mistakes and be able to come out right and be able to apologize.
Right. And humility.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I'm not always right, but let me listen to your point of view and let's see how we can come to, some kind of a conclusion together.
Right.
Right. And I think when relationships, go ahead.
Yes. And I think, Aaron, really, it also boils down to us individually being able to say that nobody is perfect.
Right.
We're still on the journey. We're still becoming. We're still growing. We're still evolving. Right.
Yep.
And not until we're able to get to that place where, and really operating from a place of humility, from a place of grace, from a place of recognizing that nobody is already there. Right? Nobody ever arrives. We're constantly growing and evolving.
Yes.
And I think the most challenging thing for us as humans is that we struggle with understanding that and admitting that. And as a result, we continue holding on to the full sense of self, and operating from a place of ego. And then in turn, that hinders us from actually growing holistic relationships and healthy, loving relationships, because we're holding on to our ego and operating from our lower selves.
Wow.
The ego prevents us from saying I'm sorry. That was a lot.
Yeah, and the lower self.
Fear, or let's say fear, our perspective paralyzes people to take action.
Right.
So it's a fear that's preventing. So the fear turns into a false sense of power, which craves control, which causes havoc.
Right.
Just say that because it does causes havoc in the relationship, in the family, wherever it is, because we're talking about love and loss and different dimensions. It's not only in romantic love. We know that one. Probably a lot of people would say probably some of the most painful losses comes from romantic relationships. And Tabo is going to speak to that for us tonight. So Tabo is going to share with us. Aaron, you and I went last time. Tabo is going to share with us her experience with love and loss, and how she's been walking this healing journey, so that our viewers can hear something or get some nuggets on how they can walk their healing journey to recover from that loss, if you may.
Wow.
So Tabo, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sandra, for putting so much pressure on me. It's been a long journey coming, Sandra. Some of my own personal life experiences as it concerns love. I would say that my understanding of love has evolved and taken a different dimension now in comparison to when I was younger, when I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I would say that I went into each and every relationship yearning for and looking for love from my partner. You know, I had so many unresolved issues within myself. I was still dealing with so much trauma, you know, coming from the loss of my mother when I was younger. And as a result, I went into relationships yearning for that love, which probably I felt deprived of as a young girl since my mother was absent. And as a result, I found myself in wrong relationships, in emotionally abusive relationships, in financially abusive relationships as well. But all of this was as a result, was not because of the other person. It was because of me, because I allowed it to happen to myself. I attracted those relationships into because I needed to grow. Um, I needed to evolve into a deeper understanding of what love is. So it took me going through so many painful and tragic love experiences that I had to confront my own inner demons. And the moment I committed to that, to healing myself, to growing myself, and also I was really soul searching. I was trying to understand and have a deeper clarity and understanding of what love is. And what I came to learn is that you cannot attract the love that your spirit, that your soul is yearning for, unless and until you are ready to receive it,
Wow.
unless and until you have healed the wounded parts of yourself. So you cannot attract what you're
True.
not. You cannot attract the love that is not in you. And so
Well,
many
Okay.
times we're
can,
constantly
Augustine,
looking for that love in another person.
can I interject? So something just popped up on the screen. Augustine said. So I'll interject when somebody comments because we want to engage them also. He said, "I
Okay.
think it comes from how the person is brought up. I remember when basically when we were kids, our mom and dad would teach us how to say I'm sorry. He's talking about I'm sorry and how to say yes, sir, whenever whenever you're wrong." So he's saying some of the learning to take responsibility and say I'm sorry comes from how you were raised. I'm sorry to interject. Just wanted to acknowledge that person. All right, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead, Tabo.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and that is that is actually true, Augustine. It comes from the environment that we're raised in, right? And a lot of people, if you're raised in a loving relationship, chance is, especially if you had if for me as a woman, if I had a good relationship with my father, chances I'm going to attract a man that loves and adores me like my father,
Yes,
right? But
chance.
it doesn't mean that just because
Right.
you had an absent father or you had an absent male figure, you didn't get that kind of love from a male figure. You cannot heal yourself so that way you can attract the love that you deserve. Yeah. So for me, it really took so much work. And I had to, you know, I started out with affirmations, speaking love into my life, healing my wounds, and you know, at the right time, I was able to meet the right person who really honestly was, I would say, a cherry on top. You know, because if I hadn't healed myself, I wasn't going to be able to receive his love for me.
Right.
So what I've come to learn is that no matter how good a person is, if you don't feel good enough yourself within yourself, you're never ever going to receive the good from another person. If
Can
you
you
don't
say
love
that
yourself
again?
enough, you're
Can you
never going to receive.
can you say that again? Repeat. Just start over.
Okay. So I was saying that no matter how good a person is, I mean, in a romantic sense, you will never receive or see that good in him simply because there is no good in yourself, within
Wow.
yourself,
Hmm.
right? And even when
For
it
sure.
comes to love, no matter how loving your partner is, if you don't love yourself enough, you will never be able to receive that love from that other person.
Wow.
So everything starts within you, like Erin was saying.
Everything starts in you.
Right. And
That's
the
so
moment
powerful.
you start loving yourself, you'll start to
Yeah.
recognize that you start to attract the right relationships,
Right.
people who love you, people who care for you. But
Right.
really, it starts with you. You
Definitely.
cannot attract what you are not.
Definitely.
You can only attract what you are.
Wow.
You can only attract what your spirit is ready to receive.
Nice.
You can only attract what your soul is ready to receive.
Preach.
So
Yes.
that energy that you're putting out into the world,
Yes.
that energy, everything that is coming back into your life is a reflection of who you are
Wow.
deep within yourself.
Boomerang effect.
Yeah, that's
that
you know,
is-
that's what I've come to recognize over my in my humble life experiences.
Powerful.
And
Powerful.
so Tabo, that's why do you think that's why it's really important for us to do the self work? We talked about
Yep.
it last time. A lot of people are waiting for this to happen, like some kind of a change. A person is overweight and
Right.
they're taking a pill, and magically they expect that, oh, I'm just going to lose weight and everything's going to be all right.
Mhm.
So like this quick fix. So so quick fix in building, taking care of yourself. I was talking to somebody and I was saying yourself, meaning your spirit, your mind, and your body. There's actually no quick fix. So what do you tell
No.
our audience? In just like you said, if you're not it, then you can attract it into your life.
Of
So
course.
you're saying, I want this, I want that, I need this, I need that, but you're not it. You're not doing anything
Right.
to contribute to what you want. So
Exactly.
so what kind of tips can you give our listeners how they can actually prepare or start doing that self work, that self development work, so that they can attract
The right so
right,
that way they can attract the right person.
the right person. It could be a job. It could be, some people say, oh, I've done 40 interviews and I didn't get that job. It's all around. So
Right.
it's really, I was saying to Aaron this week, everywhere you go, you show up. So whether it's
No,
in the
for
romantic,
sure.
whether it's in the romantic
Right.
relationship, or whether it's on a job, or whether it's just
Right.
out and about, you show up. So
Right.
so if you're a hot mess, you might not know it, but everybody knows.
Right. And people feel
everybody
it.
knows.
People feel it in your energy as well.
Yeah,
Right.
people know that this is
So
not
yeah.
like walking up in here right now. So you show up. So that's why self work is so important. So can you do you have some tips? By the way, somebody.
For me, I would say the first thing is to speak positive affirmations into your life. Heal yourself. And
What does that look like, Taba? What does healing yourself look like for the people who don't understand that concept?
for me, healing yourself looks like this is how I do it. I have a journal center, so where I'm able to write everything that I feel, the pain that I've experienced, I'm able to release it, right? And then when I write the negative things that I've felt, the trauma that I've experienced, whether it's in a job, whether it's in a love relationship, then I replace it with something that is positive, right? For instance, saying that I'm attracting the kind of love that I deserve. I'm attracting the kind of love that I've always been yearning for. I'm attracting the love that is going to nurture my spirit, that is nurture my soul. So basically speaking life into yourself. Whatever it is that you desire, speak to it as though it's already there. Because when you speak to it, you're actually setting it in motion.
Yeah.
And the universe is going to catch on that frequency, on that energy space, and is going to align you with somebody who's also looking for somebody like you. What I've come to know as well, and what I've come to know is that you also have to rise to the energy of that thing that you desire.
Right.
Attracting something, it's not enough just to believe in it, just to be positive about something. You literally have to believe in it within yourself. You have to operate from a place of knowing. You have to trust it. You have to believe it. You have to know it. That's the only way you can attract it into your life, and it's going to stay. Some people can attract the right thing, but it doesn't stay because deep within themselves, they don't believe they're worthy of that thing, and they're not yet operating from that energy space, which is actually going to contain that and maintain that.
Or Tabo, or they're not yet healed. Because,
Right.
because even if there's a saying that you can't put clean water in a dirty bucket or something like that.
Yes.
So even if you go fetch the water and it's nice and clean and you put it in this dirty bucket, the water will get dirty.
Right.
So if you didn't, and that's why we go back to self-work. So if you didn't do the self-work, it doesn't matter what shows up in your life, you're going to mash it up. No matter how good it is, you're going to break it apart because you have not done that work.
Right.
You're not clear that space.
Right.
You're not coming in contact with. You're not facing the hurt, the mess, whatever it is that's causing you to have certain behaviors. If you don't face it, and healing it is facing it. I believe the first step to healing is facing it. It's looking it dead on in the face and said, "You're what my issue is. This is you're it." And I'm going to fix this because we're not living together. I think I wrote a piece that I'm not living with shame. Shame and I are not sharing the same address. Pain and I are not sharing the same address, even though those things come to our lives, but we don't have to live with them. That's why we deal with them so that we can be healed.
Right.
So they don't have a key to our house.
Yes.
Show up whenever they want and create havoc and cause confusion. No.
Right. So basically, you have to clean up the closet, right? You have to clean up the closet and create room for the new.
Right. And it's an energy. Right, Tabo? It's an energy.
Yes,
so
it is. It's an energy,
The energy of the trauma, the energy of the pain, the energy of the insecurities, the energy of the weakness that you feel within yourself, the negative self-image. It's all negative energy, and it is creating an intention in your experience. That's why we have the negative experience, because that's our intention. That's a basis of all our thoughts. So once you recognize that we are energy beings, thought is energy. It's a creative form of energy. Every experience that we have is embedded in our subconscious mind. Subconscious doesn't know what's real or what's imagined. It just knows whatever we are putting our thoughts on, it gives life to it. So once we recognize that, then we can be intentional, right? Once we go through the healing and recognize the power that these thoughts are having on us, even though it happened 10, 20, 30 years ago, recognize it. Tabo, you cannot change it until you become aware of it. Recognize that it's all energy. You can change it, deal with it, move past it, empty it, like Sandra says, clear the path, be intentional, create positive images of the things that you desire for yourself. Because again, it's in the subconscious. It doesn't know what's real. It goes based on whatever you're telling it. And if you're showing it positive experiences, loving experiences, you're doing it's a mental rehearsal. And the more often you see it, that is a way of creating or increasing the frequency, like you said earlier, Tabo. The more often we do something, right, we create a higher vibration, a higher frequency, and we create our experiences. We create our response, our experiences. And this is where we can now be responsible. Something happens, we can step back and say, okay, right? We can do the self-analysis. What are my thought processes? Why am I continually having these experiences? And go back,
that is powerful.
Recalibrate, and be intentional and be direct in planting in your mind those outcomes that you're looking for. You're like, it's all energy. And we wake up to that, then we can be responsible for what we're sending out into the universe. Because like you said, whatever we send out is coming back to us.
Yes.
Right?
I like to talk about whatever you sow, you reap. Whatever we send out, whatever you sow, reap. Whatever we send out, whatever you sow, you reap.
Yes.
So
And,
be
just to
careful.
add on to what you just said,
It's
Sandra, life is responding to the energy of your being. In
Yes.
each and every moment, you're attracting that which you believe to be true about yourself deep
Mm-hmm.
within you.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you say you are is going to manifest in your life, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's a romantic relationship, whatever it is, whatever you believe to be true about yourself,
That's
that's
what you
exactly
get.
what you're going to attract,
Wow.
right? The
Wow.
Bible actually says that we will know them by their fruits. So
Mm-hmm.
basically what that means is that we will know them by the physical manifestation of by the things that they're going to physically manifest. That's how
Yes.
we'll know them,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
everything that we're manifesting and in reality is a reflection of who we say we are, of our energy, of our spirit, of our thoughts, of our words,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? We're just going back to what Aaron was saying as well. Everything that you echoed, Aaron, took me back to recognizing that we are what is the quote again? We are spiritual beings with the human experience.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
right.
You
That's
know,
We
true.
are.
we're
We are.
spiritual
We're
beings
first
with the human
spiritual
Yep.
experience. Yes.
beings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
One,
everything starts with us, within us.
everything starts within us.
Yes. And
Everything.
everything is
Right.
energy. Everything is spiritual.
Everything. Everything.
Right.
Absolutely.
That is so powerful. But a lot of times when we talk about spirituality or spiritual being, we think that is some kind of an emotional experience that we have on the outside here. We don't understand that this whole spiritual beingness or connectiveness is operated on the inside of us day in day out. It's constant. And if we tap into this thing that is happening on the inside of us, I can't even explain it. It's so powerful.
Mhm.
Honestly, like I'm actually in awe of it even these days. I'm getting a little bit deeper into my spiritual self this last year, and
Mhm.
it just blows my mind when you tap into for that help. I call it that help, you, the greater you, because
Mhm.
this person that's outside here floating is a fraction of
Mhm.
what of who you are.
Mhm.
So can you imagine if we tap into understanding our spiritual self, how,
Right.
how powerful we oh my goodness, I'm lost for words, because even yesterday I had an experience which just blew my mind of how amazing it is when you tap into this knowing, this greater understanding, this greater intelligence. It's nothing that you can even put in words. And the person who's not walking a spiritual path will not even understand you. They're like, you talk? What are you talking? What are you talking about? You're talking gibberish, because it's gibberish to a person who has not tapped into their spiritual self. And really and truly, Taba, that's who we are. So can you imagine how lost we are when we don't go there?
Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
feel like we're wondering, because everybody
I
desires.
actually, Sandra, I actually feel that we are never lost.
Okay, good
This
point.
is what I've come to learn now, that
Absolutely.
we're
I agree
never
with you,
lost.
Tabo.
We are right where we're supposed to
Mhm.
be,
We're
you
right where
know,
we're supposed to be.
and
Okay,
maybe it
good.
takes us
Hmm.
seemingly being lost
Hmm.
in order for us to find ourselves, in order for us to go back home to our true self, to our true nature, to
So
spirit,
so
to
we're
be one with
seeming
God, one with spirit.
we're seemingly lost.
Yes,
You're
we're
saying
seemingly lost. Yes, in the eyes of the world.
I can live with
From
that.
a human level, yes, we are
That
lost. But from a spiritual place,
we're
we are
not.
never lost.
I get
Yes,
that.
because that is the path that your spirit, your soul has chosen in
Mhm,
order for it to come to know itself as
mhm,
God knows it. Right? So we choose different journeys.
mhm.
So some people come to recognize who they are earlier on because maybe they were in alignment, they followed their intuition, they followed their spirit. And then some people like me went the long route, you know,
I think
where
I
I
went the
made
wrong route
so
too.
many mistakes. So like you're saying, to the world, it seemed as though I was lost. but I needed those experiences in order for me to get here right where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So
That's
if it
amazing
wasn't
way
for
to look at
those
it.
experiences,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for my mistakes, my failures, the bad in me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know who I am. I wouldn't know what my purpose is. I wouldn't know or understand or be in touch with the God in me.
Mm.
Wow.
So for me, it took darkness to bring me to a place of knowing that which I am. And for a lot of people, that is the journey, that is the path.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then, there are few ones who get it, right, from the onset. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those.
I wasn't one of those either. I wasn't one of those either. So I'm not being self-righteous here or nothing. I had to go through the bumps to get
right.
But
and the beautiful thing too is that God will never give up on you.
No.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you for you to get home. God will never give up on you.
Preach it, sister.
It doesn't matter how many times you stray
God
away
will
from
never
the
give
truth,
up
how
on you.
many times you stray away from spirit, how many times you stray away from your God self.
Right.
At some point, as long as you are willing to surrender to that truth and to run with it, God is always willing to take you back home, to receive you home, back to your true nature.
Okay, let's take a second to kind of read what some of our viewers were saying. So Arlette said, so true, Tabo, you can't you? Okay, perfect. So true, Tabo, you can't attract the love that is not in you. No matter how good a person is, if you don't love yourself enough, you will start to attract. If you don't love yourself enough, you will start to attract the right relationships. I think she's trying to say when you love yourself.
I think she is. The opposite.
So, you will attract. So she said, yes, important to do the self work. A person who is doing healing work is is the new sexy, she said. So healing work
girl.
is sometimes you have to be patient with yourself and other people. When someone says they are not ready, take their word. Yes, they are not yet healed.
And sometimes what it simply means as well is that they're not yet in a space to receive you from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Arlette,
that was good. That was good, Arlette. That was very powerful. Very, very, very insightful. And thank you guys for watching us. I know some people are here. If I can say some shout out. Of course, I say hi to Suzette, Augustine, Vern, like she's our #1 viewer. She's always here. And Pepper Brooks is here. Hey, Pepper. Oh my God. I got to give you an iPhone. You watching. Can't believe it.
Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.
Should I scream? Yay! Pepper is watching. So thank you guys. Some people are watching. I can't see who they are because they would have to come in for me to know. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. And give us your feedback. That's how we grow. That's how we'll do better. We want your feedback, and we want you to say something. Say something in the chat. Have the conversation. Talk to us. Are we the only one that goes through this kind of stuff? I doubt it. So, so talk to us. All right. Okay, go for it. Hey, Pepper, you're so pretty. Hey, that's my friend. That's my real friend.
But I think.
Oh, Sandra, you have your friends who are not real. Are they friends to begin with?
Tabo, no psychoanalyzing.
You want to grow the thing, Sandra.
She said it.
Don't.
What did you say, Aaron? I'm telling Tabo, Dr. Tabo, no psycho.
I said we want to grow the thing.
No psychoanalysis.
Separate people here.
So I am not doing that. I'm just making a poke. Oh, come on, guys. Can we have some fun here? That's my real friend right there, Pepper Brooks. All right, go for it. What were we saying? What were we saying? I know we went off on a tangent, but it's all good. It's all good. Tabo?
I think for me, I just wanted to say that you have to be gracious with yourself and realize that we're all on the journey. Nobody has arrived just yet. No, nobody ever arrives. So allow
Right.
yourself to grow. Allow yourself to get there at the time that you're supposed to. So don't be hard on yourself.
So Tabo, what would you say to the people who are? I know we know healing is a journey, and we know not everyone has tapped into that healing space, if you may, and some people might have been feeling or carrying a lot more pain body. I call it just so much pain, right? What would you say? What kind of tip or tips can you give those people who are carrying a lot of pain body, so they can't even get to the place of forgiving, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a relative, whether it's a brother, whether it's a sister, whatever it is, they can't get to that place because that pain that was inflicted was just detrimental. It was very hard. What would you say to those people? Because sometimes it's easier said than done, Tabo. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Sometimes tapping into that into that place when you lost someone, you lost a relationship because it was so painful. What would you say? I know I said a lot. Asking you
The first thing for me, Sandra, I would say forgive yourself.
that.
Forgive yourself. You didn't know any better. There's a reason why you attracted that experience, that kind of love, rather let me not call it love, infatuation into your life. So just forgive yourself. I remember at some point, Sandra, when I was going through one of the most toxic relationships I've ever been in, and my spiritual mother said to me, you need to ask yourself how you attracted that man into your life to begin with. Because all the while I would always call her and be whining and complaining about him, but not addressing the pain in me, the trauma in me that caused me to even attract that kind of person into my life. The trauma in me, the pain in me that allowed myself to experience that.
Wow.
Because each and everything that I experienced with him was because I allowed it. I gave him permission to treat me that way. So it's not for me to point a finger at him, but it's for me to look within myself.
Right.
And say, what support do I need in order for me to heal? What support do I need in order for me to move forward in a positive direction?
Right.
What support do I need in order for me to move from where I am to where I'm supposed to be, so that way I can attract the right person into my life?
Right.
So, sister girl, mama bear, it boils down to you.
Yes.
It's you.
Asking for help. I hear you saying that. Asking for help is one thing.
Asking for help.
Talking about it.
Find somebody that you feel at ease with, somebody that you can open up to, somebody who will be able to create a safe space for you to open up to them.
Right.
And you always know them. Your spirit will always tell you.
Yeah.
If you feel comfortable with somebody, if you are at ease with someone. And for me, that's what really helped me.
Yeah.
That's what helped me to grow out of the whole mentality of he did me wrong. He did me wrong.
Or she did me wrong.
Or she did me wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, he did me wrong or she did me wrong.
Right.
But who attracted that to begin with? Why did you attract that to begin with?
Yeah.
Why did you say yes to that relationship to begin with?
Right.
That means there's something in you that was still heading. There's something in you that resonated with that energy, with that spirit in that other person.
Yes.
So
right.
What
and even when you come to recognize that, forgive yourself for that.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself for being where you were.
Right.
And as you confront that, you're honest with yourself, you're having that honest dialogue with yourself, the answers will come. And that's how you initiate the process of healing.
The answers will come, yes.
Yeah.
The answers will come.
Just
They always do come. They're always there.
Just go to the mirror Just go to the
Of
mirror,
course.
look yourself deep in your spirit, and
Yes.
the answers are always staring at you.
For sure.
We know what's happening inside of us. We know what's unhealthy inside of us. We know, and but sometimes doing that work is difficult. So the tips that you're giving our listeners is forgive yourself, talk to somebody, don't be hard on yourself. It's okay to start the journey wherever you are. You can start the journey at 60. You can start it at 20. You can start it at 80. You can start whilst you're alive. The fact that you're alive, you can start the journey to your healing. There's there's nothing that, oh, I'm too old. I can't change now. Okay, you hear that people say, well, this is where I am. I can't change now. But that's a cop out. Anybody can change, and at any time in their life.
Definitely.
Aaron, I know you want to say something. Aaron, you're burning to say something.
You know what it is? I really appreciate the conversation with Dr. Natabo. And I think you have to be at a certain level. There's a certain level, right? There's a certain advancement, you know, because the person who's unaware, they're not asking those questions, right? They're probably asking the why questions, you know. But I think you have to get to a certain level, a certain mindset, a certain sense of awareness to start asking those questions, you know, like, what is it about me that's attracting those individuals? And then you have to really go within yourself. And like we've been talking about, Sandra, just getting naked and being brutally honest with yourself, stepping away from a situation, right? And answering those hard questions and getting on the path to healing, realizing that, you know, you're carrying a lot of stuff, negative energy with you, and it's manifesting in your experiences. And the only way you're going to change it is to just become aware of it, right? Because until you're aware of it, you can't change it. So that's the earliest stage, but it's just getting there, you know, getting to that point to ask those questions. And it's going to take time. It's a process, you know. It's not going to happen overnight, and it may not happen, you know, it's not going to happen all in one sitting. It could take years, but recognize, right, heal, clear the path. Once you start to feel good within yourself about who you are and alone, and it's okay to be alone, you know, and to be strong in who you are. And when you feel that, you know, you are ready and you know exactly what it is that you desire, and you're clear in your entire being, you know, you'll meet up that person. And it may not even be, you know, you may not be able to go out and say, you know, on this day I'm going to meet that person. It's going to happen so seamless.
Organically.
You could say that on this day I'm going to meet that person, but you know something I come to realize. I know we're almost out of time, but I want to do a little confession because I like to tell on myself. I was, you know, I'm single, and it was very hard for me to find, very difficult. It's not like I meet the people, but what I was doing, even I realized that I do this a lot, and so I want somebody that is listening to, maybe they're doing this too, because when you've been hurt 3 times too many, you're like, everybody fits the profile. So when you meet somebody, you start to profile them, because that's what I do. I profile everybody, and I start, as soon as that person opened their mouth, I start to pick apart. And that resembled that. Oh my goodness, that resembled that, and I'm gone. Okay, I'm not even staying. So because I kind of re-traumatized myself. So I've been practicing, and I tell you, and that's why I say healing is hard work. I've been practicing to, when I see people, I just see a blank slate. I don't pin my experience on them based on what they're saying or not saying, because sometimes they're not even saying anything. I'm just saying, oh, that dude looked like something I know, and I'm not going there. So what I do now is try to make just see the person as a blank slate and try to get to explore them a little bit. And that's hard work, because many of us women have been really taken advantage of in our goodness. Because I consider
men too, eh?
And men. Oh yeah, let me not leave the men out.
That is true.
And that is true. And men do get taken advantage. I don't want to get in trouble with Aaron. Yes, men and women do. We both. Yes. And I'll admit to that. This is true. And we're good people that gotten taken advantage of by people who have their own pain and their own hurt. And we're not mad at them. And that's why I can forgive, because I realize that it takes a hurt person to hurt another person. And I get caught up in this wildfire because there was something in me that needed to be addressed. And I get that too. So for people who are listening, as Taba clearly said, it always starts with you. And I had to unpack it and do some deep self-work. And I tell you, this self-work will make you do ugly cry 5 times a week. You will cry a lot. You will do really ugly cry, but it's worth it.
Oh yes.
The ugly cry is healing. And if you have kids at home and you don't want to do ugly cry for them, go to the bathroom, turn on the shower. I do that. That's my magic. Go to the bathroom, turn on the shower, and do the ugly cry. Because when it hurts, it must come out. Because if it doesn't come out, it's gonna cause you physiological pain. So when people say, "Oh, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my head hurts, my feet hurt. Oh, I can't walk. Oh, I can't sit," it's those pain bodies that are in your body that you're holding on to that is causing these physiological effects. So cry it out. Talk it out. Release it, and you're going to feel better. And most importantly, forgive the person that hurt you. Forgive yourself and forgive the person that hurt you. They themselves were hurting. You can only hurt a person if you're hurting. Hurt people.
That is powerful, Sandra. Yeah. Because sometimes the people that hurt us the most, sometimes they actually don't know any better.
No.
They're actually crying out for help themselves.
Yes.
Right?
They're hurting.
So it's more like the blind leading the blind.
Right. They don't know what they don't know.
Because they don't know.
Yeah. We're out of time. Chief is on my back. So 0 minutes. Is there something like 0 minutes? We're kind of, this is amazing conversation, guys. And for those of you who are watching, we're continuing this conversation in 2 weeks. So we're on every 2 weeks. So not next Friday, but the other Friday we'll be on, and we're continuing this conversation. So please do join us. I think in the next 2 weeks we'll be talking to Treyan Bakash. Did I say his name correctly? We'll be talking to Treyan. So join us in 2 weeks for more of this conversation. It's very much needed. All right. Awesome. So Aaron, you want to close us out? Thank you, Tapa. Thank you. Well, I love you.
Thank you, Sandra. I love you too. Thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today in this great conversation. It's one we can have forever and ever, but time is not for us on our side. But we'll have you back another time. And thanks to all our viewing audience, and we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next in 2 weeks' time.
And please like and share.
Like and share.
Like and share. That's
awesome.
That's the saying, right? Did I say right? Like and share.
Yeah.
Like and share. All right, good stuff. All right, take care, guys.
All right, have a good evening. Bye.
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 Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more
TV.
Are we together at the back?
This is after the show.
After the show, yes, here we are, sitting backstage, waiting for our cue.
Waiting for Chief to take us.
This is live.
This is live.
Live after the live.
Tama, this is live after the live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's good. It's been a great show. It's a great talk, Tabo. Very powerful. You know, you said a lot of things that resonated with me here. You know, and we can tell that you are in a high level in your journey in terms of advancement. You know, so it's great.
Aaron. Thank
It's
you,
great
Aaron.
that you can share that with our audience today.
I know it was powerful. It was really powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we appreciate you. We do.
I appreciate you guys. You know.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate you guys as well for creating this space.
You're half my age. Seriously, girl.
It's not about age. It's about experience.
And I told you that I went the long way. I took the long way. Didn't I tell you?
Half my age.
Energy doesn't age.
I took the long way. But you know what? I'm home now. Thank God.
Nice.
I'm home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said we're not live anymore, so.
No?
Oh, we're not live anymore?
It's still showing live. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to, can you see it on Dork, Sandra?
No,
Is it still streaming on Dork?
No, he said we should just log out.
Log out? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we're supposed to first go back